This is the first time I've owned a smartwatch, and it's the Apple Watch SE. So if you're looking for a smartwatch, watch this review to see why I chose this watch, why I avoided going with the solo loop wrist strap, some of the features I like about this watch, and my overall views about it. The Apple Watch SE comes in two different sizes, 40mm or 44mm, and three different cases, gold, space grey or silver aluminium, as well as a choice between a GPS watch which connects to your iPhone via Bluetooth, or a GPS and cellular watch which connects to the internet via LTE, meaning you don't need your iPhone with you. However, not all phone service providers offer support for the cellular watch, so check with them first before buying it. The strap I initially wanted for this watch was the Solo Loop, which has no clasps or buckles, and is made of a stretchable silicone material which simply slips over your wrist. However, even though I measured the size of my wrist online, when I went to visit the Apple store I found not only had I chosen the wrong size, but I was told over time the silicone material will stretch. So I went with this, a 44mm GPS watch in a silver case with a Nike platinum and black sports strap. And personally, I think it looks great. Setting the watch up on my iPhone was easy. With the app open on my iPhone, I followed the on-screen instructions, and the whole process took no more than 10 minutes, although this will take longer if you need to update the software. And if you bought the cellular watch, you can use the family setup, which allows multiple Apple Watches to be paired to a single iPhone, so a family member without an iPhone can use an Apple Watch. Now, like the Apple iPhone SE, the Apple Watch SE is a mix of the old and the new. Released in September 2020, the SE has the same design, performance and capabilities as the Apple Watch Series 4. However, unlike the Series 4, 6 or 7, it doesn't come with an ECG or electrocardiogram, which can detect problems such as a rapid or skipped heartbeats. Nor does it have a blood oxygen sensor. But the Apple Watch SE does come with an always-on altimeter. How useful this feature is though will no doubt depend on your circumstances, but for myself it's not something I'm likely to use. So what about using the watch? Well, thanks to the OLED display, the screen on the SE is bright, clear and easy to read. And if you're familiar with using an iPhone, then using the watch is easy, as most of the features and functionality are slimmed-down versions of those found on the iPhone. For example, swiping up brings up the control center. Swiping down brings up notifications. Pressing the digital crown shows all apps on the watch. And pressing the side button displays all open apps. The Apple Watch SE comes with Apple's S5 chip, which Apple claim is twice as fast as the Apple S3 chip found in the Apple Watch Series 3. And I must admit, at no point have I felt this watch is slow. The watch also has 32GB of storage, which is more than enough to not only store all your apps, but also hours of music titles and podcasts to listen to offline. Other features on this watch include an automatic detection when you're washing your hands, the ability to monitor how well you have slept, an optical heart sensor, fall detection, NFC for payments, an accelerometer so it can monitor footsteps and calories burnt, and many others, including a feature which I really like, the ability to make and receive calls.
This is what the speakers on the watch sound like. To place the call, go into the phone app on the watch, select the contact you wish to call and then place the call. And this is what the sound is like on the microphone of the watch. Let me know in the comments below what you think of the quality.
There are also a number of fitness tracking choices too, such as running, walking, cycling, HIIT training, hiking, yoga, dance and many more. And it has an activity app which measures things such as activity level, calorie burn and heart rate. Now, one of the most common complaints I've read about this watch is it's missing an always-on screen. However, I've not found this to be an issue. Each time I've needed to look at the watch, the simple act of raising my arm lights up the screen. And by making sure the screen isn't always on, no doubt helps conserve the battery. And while on the subject of the battery life is estimated to be around 18 hours, and it can be charged in approximately 2.5 hours. Now for myself, the reality of this means charging the watch at night makes using the sleep tracking app pointless. So overall, what do I think about the Apple Watch SE? Well, I think the watch is great. As someone who is familiar with iPhones, setting up the watch was easy, and unpairing the device from my phone resets the watch to its default settings. I also really like the new Portraits watch face, which takes a portrait photo and puts the day and time behind the subject but in front of the background. The heart sensor on the watch is accurate, and I haven't felt the need for anything more than this. But if you need an ECG or the ability to measure your blood oxygen levels, then perhaps look at either the Series 6 or 7 watches. The number of sports tracking options was also surprising, where I found myself wanting to use the outdoor walking or run apps more often than I expected. And the recent release of watchOS 8 brings with it a number of new features, including a new mindfulness app, workouts such as Tai Chi, and improvements to the sleeping app that includes a metric to track your breathing. However, the biggest plus of this watch is how well it works with the iPhone. Mail, messages, alarms, notifications, and many more sync seamlessly on this watch. And in the time I've been using it, I've found myself looking at my iPhone less. And this perhaps is the main reason for having a smartwatch. So in conclusion, if you like your iPhone and looking for a budget smartwatch without needing an ECG or blood oxygen sensor, then the Apple Watch SE comes highly recommended and will last you many years to come. And if you like this video and you'd like to see more, please help support the channel by subscribing today and then hit that like button. Thank you.